Yvonne Nelson is in the middle. Bright Simmons is here. And this is my friend Franklin Kujo. So what's the story? Now, Yvonne Nelson conducted a demonstration. I'm sure we all remember, except those who were born in 2018. Good evening if you are born in 2018. Please go to bed. It's late. Now, Yvonne Nelson conducted a demonstration then. Is it a protest, I should say? Is it a demonstration? Protest march. Protest march against DUMSOR. We hadn't planned it. We would have brought you some of the videos so you see it. In those days. We are learning today, however, that in doing so, Yvonne Nelson was heavily supported by Imani. So Yvonne Nelson, as you know, we are still experiencing power crisis, and many people have been criticizing President Akufo-Addo for going to Kumasi to launch the Ameri plant without explaining. Now, Yvonne Nelson says in a tweet, and she tweets quite a bit. Yvonne Nelson says in a tweet that she tweeted something like sarcasm. I don't know how you want to call it. She said, hey, Imani, but won't you come and support me to do another demonstration? I think, okay, so here's the tweet they put up. Thank you very much. Here's the tweet. It's Yvonne Nelson writes, it says, Imani Ghana, can we organize another vigil? ? I've been waiting for you to reach out like you did years back. Your team made our demo a success. I'm reaching out myself. The MPP and his leadership at Adodanko Akufo-Addo have taken Ghanaians for granted. DUMSOR once again must stop. Okay. 311.5K people watching is quite a bit. All right. So Yvonne Nelson put that out. Legitimate, isn't it? Legitimate. Okay. People have been making comparison with the DUMSOR that, oh, this DUMSOR is not like that. It's not 4 years. Fair enough. Atach, the chairman of the committee, thinks that the government should issue a timetable. Chairman of the Energy Committee in Parliament thinks that the government should issue a timetable. Atach is a member of Parliament for Adom-Otchere South, which is Akufo-Addo's constituency, as you may know. This is the same constituency Akufo-Addo had when he was president. But then Bright Simmons, have they put it there? Do you have that? Okay, yes. Bright Simmons comes up and says that we have, referring to Imani, we've been chasing ECG, pursuing CWM matters, fighting over gas value chain issues, a la DUMSOR. DUMSOR is a company that Imani has been probing quite a bit. Probing power tariff proposals, highlighting IPP debt buildup, etc., etc. I'm afraid I've never seen Miss Nelson amplify any of that work, ever. Not even a retreat. Now, why is that? Hey. Bryce Simmons is a presec, and I call him Manche. Manche, if you are listening, how are you? I call him Manche, I call him Manche, so we are together. Don't worry. Those days, after Good Evening Ghana, when we used to be at Laboni, right? After Good Evening, that's the only time he can see me. That's the time I can see him. After Good Evening Ghana, he comes to my house and then we sit down. And if Bright comes to my house at 9 p.m., we'll talk till 4 a.m. And I enjoy talking to Bright Simmons. We argue. The talking is not, it's just argument. Oh, you have done this, and your government, and I say no. We are fighting, then we drink our palm wine. Okay, we will go to East Legon. There's a place in East Legon where they sell palm wine. Late in the night, Olympia's place. She's moved from there now to Oak Plaza, whatever it's called. Jam Rock, yes. But Simmons likes going to Jam Rock. So I'll go with him to Jam Rock. We sit down and drink palm wine and talk our matter. In the night, palm wine in the night too. That's why I want the children to go and sleep. This program is for adults. You don't drink palm wine in the night until you are old, very old, very, very old. Okay. So Bright is a big brain guy. No, you can't take that away from him. Bright is a big brain. So Bright Simmons says that, but you, Yvonne Nelson, what are you talking about? You are talking about DUMSOR. When we started talking about ECG, we started talking about the gas value chain, the things that we thought would take us into a difficulty in energy. We have been discussing them. You, Yvonne Nelson, you haven't said anything. Then today you come that we should come and support DUMSOR demonstration. What's wrong with you? Why haven't you supported it? What shall I say about this? Viewers, you decide. You send your text messages to Good Evening Ghana official, and I was going to say the ECG matter, but I didn't ask them to get me Herbert Crapper's photograph. It will take a while. They'll get it for me. After the break, that's the first thing I'll deal with. What did the ECG chairman tell the Good Evening Ghana host today about the DUMSOR situation? I asked him that, Herbert, can I tell the general public that? He said he'll call me back. He called me back and said, Paul, you can tell the general public. I said, are you sure? If I tell them and they come and tell me that you said this and this, then this, he said, tell the general public. After the break, I'll tell you. I'll get his photograph so that the story makes sense. But this one is Gonja Man. Who is Gonja Man? Okay. It's the same thing. No. Kojaman says, perhaps you must realize that the Ghanaian public is demanding equity and consistency in checking the government. And there's somebody responding to Bright, I think. If the vigil was used to press for fixing DUMSOR during MDC, surely it's justifiable to wonder why blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. But the question for Yvonne Nelson too is that, yes, the people have been talking about energy issues. If you are interested in energy issues, the people have been talking about energy issues. You haven't said anything. It doesn't mean that Imani should not support a DUMSOR demonstration or a DUMSOR protest. It doesn't mean that. But this is the story. Tell me what you think.